This is one of the ways that straight psychologically tortured us. Let's say that your parents put you in straight on a Tuesday. You have no idea where you are. You've probably seen several restraints by the end of your first day, and maybe you were restrained yourself. You're learning the rules the hard way, and by Friday, you've been starved, sleep deprived, confronted daily, yelled at, and sped upon. You've been called names, accused of being full of shit, and generally humiliated in order to shame you into compliance. You don't have the freedom to walk across the room by yourself. You don't have the freedom to pee by yourself. You've been watched constantly, even while taking your 3-minute shower. You haven't had any sunlight or fresh air in days. You can't read, watch TV, or listen to music. And God forbid you look out the window on the drive to and from your host home. You've probably seen all manner of violence by now. When somebody tells you that on Friday night, you will stand up in front of the group and the parents, and you will list the drugs you've done and admit that you are a drug addict with a horrible drug problem that you are powerless against, and express gratitude that your parents brought you to straight in order to save your life. You will not play eye games, and you will not attempt to communicate with your parents, because if you do, absolute hell will rain down on your head. So it's Friday. You're really hoping that your parents will see the look on your face and recognize the terror in your eyes and decide to take you home. You figure that there's no way that they know what's going on in this warehouse. There's no way they would leave you there if they knew what you were going through. You stand up, you rattle off your drug list, you tell your story, express your gratitude with your heart beating out of your chest. You're pretty sure that your mom is going to question your general state. Your mom grabs the microphone and says, "I am so disappointed in you. You have broken our hearts and broken our trust." And then your mom tells a story about something that you did that hurt her. She ends the part with something along the lines of, "We want you to work the program, and we want you home, and we want you straight. We're hoping you'll make second phase very soon. We love you." Straight had a program for the entire family. While you were being indoctrinated into what goes on in the warehouse, your parents were being coached on that first Friday night meeting. They were told to be tough. The only thing a druggie understands is tough love. They were told to pile on the shame. They were told to say anything that would elicit an emotional response from you for all the pain and suffering you've caused the family. This is absolutely soul-crushing and especially psychologically damaging to a kid. The people who are supposed to protect you have abandoned you in a warehouse of torture and have consigned you there for the duration. We've all seen this footage. That is a child. Look at the look on her face. This little girl couldn't have been more than 12 or 13. Look how embarrassed she is by her bitter, beer-faced mother publicly humiliating her, and how smug and proud of herself that pinchy-faced old woman looks. She has no idea what this kid has been through in the last few days. What could this little girl have done to be treated like absolute trash, to be treated like a prisoner of war? Straight told that mother to humiliate her daughter, and she's doing a fantastic job. And trust goes both ways. Maybe they'll work it out in 20 years or so, but probably not. Straight's mission was to remove all of our dignity and mold us into perfect little brainwashed zombies that our parents could control. In reality, they just destroyed our lives.